Hi, my name's Ed Ryan. I moved to Fresno, California in 1976. Had a glass business back east and sold that. And purchased another glass company, A1, here in Fresno, which Fresno has treated me very well. Among other things, I used to race boats, ended up collecting Fresno Postcards. When I started collecting postcards, I really don't know why I did. It was more of an interest that I had. That grew into a hobby and went on from there. I collected probably for 20 years. When I started collecting postcards, I went to the local antique shops around. And that was fun. I'd do it part-time or on weekends. Then I started getting serious about this. I would end up in antique shops in LA, San Francisco, postcard shows all over the state of California. But traveling at these distances and come home with nothing, that got kind of old. Beside the cost of the postcards, that varied from 50 cents, which was only a few, up to $100 that I paid for a few different ones. You had the cost of hotels, food, gasoline. My wife would go with me, would go out to dinner at night. So everything adds up. Yes, it was very serious business as a hobby. It wasn't just, I didn't look at it as a serious business. It was more of a hobby that turned into just, I've got to get more. I wanted every postcard of Fresno. And I'm sure there's still out there that I don't have, but I tried awful hard. By collecting postcards, once I got involved in something, I guess I just had to be the best at what I did. And my wife used to say I'd get obsessed at it. But I went very, very heavy collecting these postcards till I couldn't find any more. And you just lose interest. And that I did. I just lost interest. Probably took me 3 or 4 months maybe to lose interest in it. And this was every weekend, going from one place to another and coming home with nothing. I started collecting liquor decanters, race car liquor decanters, which I have a very large collection. I listen to my wife almost every week. Put them away somewhere else, put them away somewhere else. They're so dusty to clean. So that happened the same as the postcards. I got so many, I'd go trying to collect them, come home with nothing. So now I have probably 25 or 30 in my office, and I've got about 75 up in the attic. Fresno, California has treated me very well. It's nothing that it gave it to me. You work for what you get. I worked very hard at A1 Glass. Got a good name, and I'm very proud of that. But Fresno has treated me well. The postcard collection, I've got lots of different phases of it, of street scenes, downtown scenes, comic scenes, homes, people. And I've been asked what I enjoy the most. I think I like them all. They all have their special interests. I don't have any really favorites. There's a lot of street scenes, a lot of Fresno, a lot of Kearney, but they're all very special. The collection that I have dates back to the middle 1800s. At that time, the postcards were what they call real photos, and I have quite a collection of that. Some of the postcards are leather. There's one of them that I have that's a 3D. Got the original Sun-Made Raisin Girl, Fresno downtown water tower with the pump house, which is very rare. And then they have what they call the linens. Those were in the 40s and early 50s. There's a big variety. I guess it was the early 80s. Fresno did a movie on it was called The Grapes of Wrath. I took a postcard, a picture of the water tower, and had that turned into a postcard. And I think I had 6 of them made. Gave a few out. I still have one, but that's kind of a different postcard. And if anybody would have one, it would have come from me. When they made that movie, they printed or painted the word Fresno on the water tower, and not long after the movie was over, or through producing the movie, they took the name Fresno off the water tower. Beside the postcard, you have the old vintage stamps on the back, special notes from family members that are also on here, that some you could understand, some you can't understand. But there's a lot of history beside the postcards with the stamps and the messages that are on these postcards.